go. It actually did it. First try. Except now I have to move this. There we go. The story so far. Aaliyah and her robot 6 have found the smoking wreck of Janiki Renba's ship, along with a final message intended for Professor Miyari. The roboticist was looking for an ancient observatory called the Vault, which he claimed would prevent a great darkness from overtaking the nebula. Meanwhile, Aaliyah has still not told Miyari about Renba's death. We're avoiding. It's fine. It's fine. We'll finish up where we are, and then we'll go back. I'm just trying to make sure I can bring back as much stuff as possible. To really, really make sure that he's dead. Okay. It's so pretty! I just love this. Okay, is this one? Stone marker. This one's buried. I'd need a machete to find any inscriptions. How rude. Okay. A door. Locked. It's locked. Or stuck, maybe. Not gonna do anything to that? Okay, then. It's like, please stop trying to leave in ways we don't want you to leave. Fine. I'll go this way. Wah! Eek! Ugh. That was too close. I guess you were correct. Mistress, what are you doing? I'm sorry. I forgot that this was the place. How are we going to get across now? We can always retrace our steps. Yeah. Or we could simply leave. Are you ready to go now, mistress? Yeah, let's get out of here. That was, I think we pretty much did everything we needed to do. Let's leave. You are correct, little buddy. Stand still, please, mistress. And so we left the surface of the Garden of the Emperors. Okay, I found a lot of stuff here, though. Okay. Cool. I should have taken the fucking hoop, but 6 told me not to, so I didn't. Aboard the Nightingale. Real quick, make sure I actually updated it, right? Yeah. We should sail to Iox and tell Miyari what we've seen. Okay, I will. A curious place, mistress. So much water. If we could ship it, you would be very rich. We could make Elbreth bloom. Maybe I could tell someone about this place. No. Okay, let's real quick turn down the music just a tiny bit. Okay. Unless... There we go. It's not too bad. Okay, we'll go back to Iox. So I'm going to rest 6. Very good, mistress. Where shall we go? Back to Iox, perhaps? Back to Iox. We actually have to do something now. Yes, mistress. 6 doesn't want us to go back to Elbereth, but we have to go at some point. It's like, I'm sorry, buddy. The University of Iox. We should tell the professor what happened to Renba. We should. Okay, let's do it. Interesting that for a place that's all about, like, water and stuff, they do have too many. There's a lot of fountains. It's like the tree on the lush moon. Indeed, mistress. I believe this one may be a clipping from that one. Very interesting. I've never heard of an Empire period graveyard before. The Holy Empire was founded on the belief in rebirth. They believed in the Great Loop. Graveyards were unnecessary. Perhaps some did not believe in the loop. Humans, I have observed, are fickle. True that, my dude. Okay, let's do it. Aaliyah, you're back. But I don't know if I want to ask what you found. I'll tell you. If you're ready to hear it. He's dead, Professor. His ship blew up as he tried to leave an off-river moon. Interesting. You're certain? You can go and check it if you want. The wreckage is still smoking. Did you go anywhere except Merci, Aaliyah? Yes. Renba went exploring off the rivers. He was using fuel to propel himself. No doubt something went wrong and the ship blew up. No doubt. Renba appeared to be investigating an abandoned hermitage. And you followed him? What did you find there? Apart from smoke and wreckage. Someone had lived out there once. We found a ruined building. A hermit from Merci, I think. Nothing more? One other thing happened. I don't really want to tell her about the crown. Mistress? Go on. The hopper malfunctioned. And I spoke to Renba. I fear my mistress is now dissembling, Professor, though to what end Slisset, I thought Renba was dead. He spoke to me through a robot somehow. And what did he have to say? He told me to find an observatory. I don't need to tell her about the other stuff. That was all. I do not recall this. Interesting. It was Renba's doing, of course. Perhaps he found a way to leave a message. So, perhaps Renba found something and it shared his fate. Professor, I fear Mistress is not being entirely honest. We found some worthless artifacts. Trinkets. Mistress Aaliyah is hoping not to tell you that we found a crown, Professor. We believe it to be the crown of the Empire. But I don't have it on me. I'm afraid Mistress Aaliyah passed it on to a contact in Elbreth, Mistress Miari. That's a mercenary act, Aaliyah. I always assumed you made a little on the side, but I didn't sell it. My friend's a mechanist. She's just looking at it. So you're going to bring it back to me? Go and fetch it. I look forward to seeing it. Off you go. Okay. One last thing, Aaliyah. Tell me honestly. How are you finding your new companion? Are you working well together? Why do you ask? Robots are valuable things, Aaliyah. I want to know immediately if anything happens to this one. I hope that's clear. Clear. I'm glad to hear it. Should we return to the ship now, mistress? There's still more to do here. I want to go find Huang. If I may, mistress, I detected a certain coldness between you and the professor. I don't trust her. Do you suppose she trusts you? No. Most likely not. What's in here? We haven't gotten to explore Iox.
The library is a quiet spot to think. Except when Huang's in there.
Oh.
Which, of course, he always is.
Aaliyah, you're back. Oh, he's rushing. Did you find Renba? Let's just say he's not coming back. Sad day. Really? Yeah. Did he go native on some wild moon? I've heard there are places out there where people get up to all sorts of things. He's dead, Huang. Oh. Are you sure? Did you know him well? No, not really, but I mean, professors. They're supposed to die in soft chairs watching the fountain. Oh, show him a text. I found something you might be interested in. Let's see now. There's an inscription. I read it as Gods know paths. You know, I'm sure you're correct about no. Yeah. Sweet. Thanks, Huang. Okay. Do you know anything about an ancient observatory? An observatory? That's interesting. I mentioned Renaki. Did you ever go there? I've heard of it. I was on Renaki recently. I know, me on a boat. You should have seen me. I turned green. You are never coming on the Nightingale. Thank you. I would rather not. Anyway, on the boat, there was a trader called Amadou. He was talking pretty expansively, if you understand me, about something he'd found. He called it... Well... You asked me about an observatory? That's what Amadou said he'd found. Well, I've followed worse leads before. Have you ever heard the word silset before? A sleeset. Not silset, sleeset. Oh no! Buddy! Come back! Sleeset? No, 6, come back. No, I don't think so. But, Aaliyah? What's wrong with your robot? Come back. No. No. I don't want to... 6? It must be getting old. Nope. Okay. There he is. Mistress. My head. Oh. About Renba. I promise not to do that again, 6. Do you know what he was doing out there in the nebula? I didn't know him. That's not what I asked. Aaliyah, are you alright? You seem shaken up. I'm fine. Right. Sorry. Of course you are. Doesn't make any sense. Any of it. Why did he go out there? Why did Miari send me out there? Did you find where he went? I did, and I found more than him. If Miari wanted something recovered, she should have asked me in the first place. I find things. You two don't exactly get along, now do you? Thanks, Fong. Who is this? Ow. Who is this Mazwai you're always reading about? She was a sailor from maybe 20 loops ago? She was a traveling monk mistress. Have you found any artifacts you want me to look at? Sure. Quite a few. Sure. Have you ever seen anything like this dented statuette? Let me see that. There's a fragment of an inscription. I read it as, God knows all. Now, I've seen something else like that, if I remember right, and it also had script. Let me see if I can find it. This music is like super tense, really. I've got to tidy up sometime. Okay. This was written on a stone figurine of a grasping god. It was found buried here on Iox back in Miari's supervisor's day. I don't know if it's related, of course. Ooh. I've got one of these words in my notebook, but I'll have to take a stab at what's left. Okay. So it looks like path and sail, so I think go makes sense. The word for go should include a symbol representing movement or flow. None of these seem quite right to me. Oh. These symbols are a little like my translation for but. So, and. So that shouldn't be go, that's return. So it's like that. And kind of like think. Return towards holy waters and yeah, it has a goddess in there. So wouldn't you think pray? Return towards holy waters and pray. That will do for now. Damn it. Do you have any more like that? Let me see. No, nothing comes to mind. Do you want me to archive the dented statuette? Yeah, take it. I don't need it. That's what I should have done with the dagger. I should have taken it to him. But I would have had to give him the crown. Ow. I would have had to give him... I like how he literally leaves. Okay. So is there anything in here for me to look at? It'd hurt Huang's feelings if I said so. But these books are all recent. Most from the last 50 years or so. Okay, so he's just gone now? Oh wait, he's coming back. That's funny. That's funny that they actually were like, okay, he'll leave and then he'll come back. Are you ready to go yet, mistress? Soon, not yet. I just want to have another talk with Huang. Oh my god, come back. Come back. Huang, show him another artifact. I've made a few finds recently. Oh, yes? Yeah, I don't know how many times is a loop. I'm assuming, like, what would be considered a lifetime. The brooch we found. I found this brooch. That's a nice piece. I've not seen anything quite like it. Can you... There's something written on the back. I think I already have all of those. In ancient script? Let's see. The first word is one I've seen before. It's a descriptive form of the word for God. Yeah, that's what I thought too. So holy. We already had that. But we already knew holy. Apologies, classic Holy Empire, of course. The eagle and sun. Older, more ancient versions have more naturalistic birds. Oh. And it seemed heavy to me. Heavy brooches hold up heavy cloth. Light brooches hold up light cloth. So it must have belonged to someone important. I'll take the brooch to the archives then. Yeah, take it. Good faith to you. I'll be back shortly. Yeah, let's just leave though. Let's just go 6. Look at this place, 6. It looks modern, but it's ancient. Here and there, bits of the architecture go back thousands of years. Okay. How do we leave? That site was built during the Empire. But the statue was carved in ancient times, like the one on Mercy. Then perhaps the garden was built around the goddess herself. That's why they chose such a lush place for a graveyard. because of the death goddess. They were going by the gods. So iolite crystals from the site of Renba's cache must have been mined during the Empire period. Things like the brooch Renba found, there might be some evidence of that work left. Or some artifacts from connected sites. Okay. How do I leave? Six, usually you ask me if I want to leave. You know, Renba must have seen that figurine of Kibenya. He must have seen the goddess on Mercy too. But he didn't think to take it to them. He was too concerned with his own finds. I wonder if I had met him, if I would have liked him. Interesting. Look at this thing, Six. Did you know it's the oldest thing on Iox? Or so they say. It is said to be a sundial mistress. An inscription? Oh, you don't say. This is fractured. Okay, I see towards light. I'm certain my translation for towards is correct now. Sweet. Emperors. So of emperor, emperors. Path. So sail. It's going to be... I'm going to say leads towards light. Because it has the same kind of thing in it as sail and path. So that makes sense to me that it would be leads. Emperor's path leads towards light. I think that's right. Okay, an Empire period work then. Or older with the motto etched in later. What do you make of it, Six? It seems to me the sundial could never have worked, Mistress. At least, not in this location. Was the sundial made here? I believe so, Mistress. Curiously enough. Interesting. Let's get off this rock. This way, Mistress. And so we left the university. Okay. Cool. Oh, That was nice, the water trickling sound. Aboard the Nightingale. Okay, so we do have to go back to Elbereth. But can we... I'm going to rest 6. Can you just take me to Renaki? Very good, mistress. What is our course? To Elbereth? Stand up again. I have to actually sail to Ranaki myself. Actually, I'll sail the ship. Mistress. Mistress, really? We've seen you sail the ship. Like, are you sure? Okay, let's start sailing. I hate this. I will praise the chalks, mistress. Sure. You know what? Let's do it. Fong told me about a trader called Amadou who knows about an ancient observatory. Could it really be the one that Renba wanted to find? Never been there. I could go there next. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Sailing to Ranaki and the Ranaki Reach via the Verdant Pass and the Silk Pass. Steer right, mistress. Yeah, I will steer right as soon as I can. I hate this bit. Pass control to 6. Definitely. You can sail for a while, 6. Thank you, mistress. Aw, thank fuck. Okay. We have reached uncharted waters, mistress. So for a while, I was able to do it. So where am I now? I'm right by Mercy. How is that uncharted waters? Whatever. Ow. The good news is you can't. Where did I come from? I have no idea who's talking and about what. Okay. Okay. Aw, it doesn't matter. 6. It does. Ah! Ah! I need to go left. Machinery breaks down, it does not retire. Oh, that's so sad. Everyone treats robots so badly. In like every fucking work of fiction. I don't want to treat you badly. Ah! I hate this.
They say on Iox that the rivers flow with the souls of the dead. Anything to scare you to the ground.
Okay. That was random, but okay. Yeah, we can get it later. I'm a little busy right now. Trying to not die. Said 4 was unlucky. How exactly? Oh. Ow. Okay, I guess that part's done. Thank you, 6. That's most sensitive of you. I guess we're not actually there yet, but let's hop her down, 6. Okay. Avoid some notice. Runaki, a market moon. Far beyond the reach of Iox. Okay.
We came to Ranaka like thieves, hoppering ourselves into a narrow alley between high, blank walls.
Sounds busy out there. I would estimate the local population to be around 12,000. The odds of finding one man here are therefore quite small. I won't give up before we start. I am merely stating facts. This way. You got it, dude. Huang must have loved this place. I suppose that's why he came here. For the last time, is this wise, mistress? We are far from Iox. We are likely to attract considerable attention. Just act like you own the place. It's just what you do. And no one will stop you. Works for me on Iox. Act natural. Hopefully no one will realize we never went into this alley.
We snuck out of the alley mouth into a bustling street.
Ah yes, super bustling. 3 whole
Hawkers
people.
shouted each other down about their wares.
3 whole people. What do you know about this moon? I've heard mention of it in passing, mistress. It is a moon of orchards and fruit. Does Ranaki supply Iox? Amongst other places, yes. But not in the way Mercy does. Ranaki is rich enough to lie within the Protectorate. Not to lie within the Protectorate. Does that mean Amadou is wealthy? The main export is food. I suspect he is not a farmer. Don't recognize half of these fruits. Do you grow them locally? I grow them in my tubs on my roofs. Would the lady care for a flat mango, perhaps? Do you know a man named Amadou? Amadou?
Now, I really couldn't be sure of that. So many people buy my fruit, you understand. It's so very good, you see. Carnival grapes, fizzy just today. What are those? I'll be nice to you. Ah, the lady is from Iox. Something less exotic then. Perhaps I can interest you in a kumquat fist.
I'll take an apple.
Just an apple, fine lady. I have buttermelons, ripe sour berries, wet fruit. How about a red pomelo?
Sour berries, then.
A punnet, fine lady. I prefer jewelry in gold.
You want to trade jewelry for fruit?
Jewelry is very good for trading, good lady. So is fruit.
I'll pass on the fruit.
A pity. I really must get myself another customer.
Okay then, fuck off to you too. Any sign of ruins on this moon? No, mistress. This moon appears well inhabited. Nothing here is old. A gateway. Seems like the market continues through here. The people here seem affluent. My analysis of the air suggests a high moisture content. Let's see if there's anyone through here worth talking to.
The market of Ranaka seemed to never end. Shoemakers sold boots to the fruit sellers, who sold sour apples to the knife makers, whose blades the shoemakers used to make boots. I don't know if anyone on Ranaka ever slept, but if they did, I bet they bought and sold their dreams.
That's awful. Pottery. They can't sell all of these, surely. Unless they break them after every meal. This place is so happy. I can't imagine Elbereth being like this. Wealth. And distance from Iox. Vases. I prefer them to the pots anyway. I could keep my paintbrushes in them if I painted. Or flowers.
A fountain was messing about in the middle of the square, spitting at passers-by.
I wonder what people here use them for. They're for oil and water. For bathing. How could you not know that? Because I am a filthy Elberethian. Yes? What's your book? I like books. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Of course not. Well then. I have a friend who loves reading. He was here on Ranaki quite recently. I see. Where are you from, anyway? I'm from Elbereth. Oh. Elbereth isn't very nice, I'm told. Yeah, but people are less likely. I work mostly on Iox. Iox! Do they have a library? I've always wanted to visit a real library. Iox has 3. Thousands of books. Some are so old no one can read them. You're teasing me. I'm quite serious. I'd love to see it. But I couldn't ever sail. My soul is pure, and I'll keep it that way. Oh. And what do you mean by that? Only what everyone knows. The rivers damage the souls that sail them. Listen, I'm looking for someone. There are no booksellers here. I get all my books from my father. His name is Amadou. He's a trader. That's his stall on the roof over there. Perfect! You could buy yourself another servo, perhaps. A trader, he must sail. He uses servos, obviously. That's what he trades in. Good faith, too. Okay, bitch. Okay. This place doesn't seem wealthy compared to Iox. Iox is staggeringly wealthy, mistress. Iox is wealthy enough not to trade. Okay, so... on the... where'd you say it was? On the roof? How do I get to the roof? Best not to go wandering off. This is a big moon. What? So we just found out where he was. How do I get up there? She said the roof. Up there? That roof? Yeah, that one up there. Okay. You know, the one that has the ramps, thankfully. This looks interesting. Who are you? You're Amadou? What do you want? I've come from Iox. Iox! Well now. If it isn't a filthy, sterile river rat. Are you always this polite to strangers? Ha! I'm known for it. Happy landing to you. Tell me which way the winds are blowing. I sail too, but don't tell my daughter. Still, I'm happy to hear my reputation is spreading. But these are my servos, and I own them legitimately. A friend of mine told me to talk to you. I'm not here to bust you on anything. Your bobots do not look good, though. I'm looking for an observatory. Ah, so the little Ioxian with the big ears has sent a bigger Ioxian. But what is my discovery worth to this one? I have found an observatory, it's true. The observatory is just a ruin. Is that so? Are you sure? Why don't you tell me where it is so I can go? Why don't I? A shimmering idea. Oh my god. Perhaps I could throw in a servo into the bargain. No, I have a robot. What do you think? I'm only asking for information. Information is an asset. What do you want? That is a fine-looking robot you have. You can't have my robot. Thank you, mistress. It speaks. Wonderful. A pity you do not really want to find the observatory. 6 years worth 100 observatories. Thank you, mistress. Perhaps then one observatory and an attractive hand-woven rug made by my aunt? I can't get out of this? Let me tell you about the observatory. I want to get out of this. I don't want any... I want to keep 6. Seen ancient machines. It is built on 3 levels. Each is circular, each wider than the one above. So that it looks like it must topple from the sky, and yet it stands. But perhaps that is enough for you. I don't like your terms. I could tell you about the corridors of glass. The machines like gigantic servos buried deep below the crust. Are you sure you won't trade? I won't trade. So be it. And so the observatory is lost once more. Just tell me. Or You'll find the door is over there. Such a pity. But if you ever find a servo, think of poor Amadou, his business drying up by the day. Mistress, what just happened? Shh. Just leave it.
I could smell fried meat, spiced apple, fresh leather, wealth.
If I might ask, mistress, what is the plan now? I'm thinking. About what exactly, mistress? Nothing. Let's get out of here. The hopper? Let's find somewhere a little quieter, maybe. Let's look at the fountain first. Can you imagine a fountain like this on Elbereth? Just spilling water into the street? Where does the water come from? Is there a wellspring right here? No, mistress. I believe the water is pumped up and cycled. Oh, a show of wealth then. This place is so wealthy. Throwing water about like it's nothing.
Then from behind me came the patter of steps.
Wait. Please. Yes? I knew something like this would happen. You spoke to my father. What of it? Oh, we're so short. I'm leaving this moon now. Tell me about sailing. Does it hurt? No, it doesn't hurt. Unless it hurts your heart a little. You should try it with someone you trust. You're going now? Back to your ship? Back to Iox? Is it far? Iox isn't too far. It's disgusting. Ah! Love it. I wonder, what are the Chronicles of Muzwai that Huang's always reading about? That's not at all what I thought that was. I believe Muzwai was a pilgrim sailor. She writes about the various places of the nebula, and about how the loop has acted in these places. Muzwai believes in the loop, then. Muzwai is an original source for the hypothesis, Mistress. As much as anything is a source in the loop, Mistress. Master Huang says the book became common shortly after the establishment of the Holy Empire. So, she ran away. Do you think now that we can use that as something, as a bargaining tool for her dad?
A fat man with a scar flashed a cheeky smile at me as he walked away.
I wonder... I gave it a name. I called it Talene. That is a girl's name on Elbereth? So what? I cannot imagine having a name. I cannot imagine it would matter, and yet, I believe I feel the lack. Aww. What name would you like? I do not know. I will consider the matter. Aww. Okay. Aww. Can we not go back up there? No, we can't go back up there. I've never understood Professor Miari. You know, she brought me to Iox from an orphanage on Elbereth. And now she keeps giving me robots when I keep losing them. I really don't know what she gets out of it. Perhaps she likes to be kind, Mistress. Miari? Kind? Have you met her? She's strong. She's principled. She's organized. She's fair. And she's as kind as a thunderstorm. God, I don't know what else to do. I guess this is one of those times where I'm just gonna leave and figure it out later. Maybe I could retire somewhere like this. Seems comfortable. Back to the ship. Back to the ship. So we left the surface of Rocky, the market moon. I guess after the K sound, an I becomes like an Runaka in this world. Runaka. Oh well. Let's go to Elbereth, I guess. At least now we've been here before, so we don't have to sail back to it ourselves. We can just have Six sail there. I wonder if she'll ever sail. Imagine spending your whole life stuck out here on the fringes. We are all stuck somewhere, mistress. The question is, can we see the wall? Oh, that's deep. That's profound, Six. What's gotten into you? Nothing, mistress. I merely dislike inaccurate speech. Oh, okay. I guess yeah, okay. I'm going to rest, Six. Very good, mistress. Where should I take the ship? We're gonna go to Elbereth. No. I'm sorry, buddy. I know you don't want to go to Elbereth, but... Yes, mistress. But we've been told to go to Elbereth. This is the last time we'll go, okay? Elbereth. Or I should have had a chance to look into the crown by now. Do we have to come here again? Stop complaining, Six. Oh, I understand his complaints. You don't be mean to him. You be nice to Six. What was the city built to be? Oh, we didn't get to reply? No one knows. Not a lot of people think about the past. I'm good. Ugh. I've had enough of this place. Oh, I went the wrong way. Fuck. Did I? Did I just go? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Hoi. I hope your friend is still here, mistress. We're waiting. I like that Six puts out light. Ah, Aaliyah. Good. Quickly, come in. That thing you brought in. What'd you make of it? First things first. Where did you find it? How? A box on an empty moon. Of all the boxes you could open. So? What did you make of it? Did you ever hear of the Great Forge? A moon used in the early empire for crafting complex devices? I've never seen anything so obviously made there before. Did you say devices? I think this sort of thing was common in the Holy Empire. Things people wore, things they carried, they were all functional. Active. But did you find out what it does? No. I have no idea. I didn't try to turn it on. Why not? Aaliyah. It's hundreds of years old. I mean, perhaps if I knew what it was powered by, but if I put the wrong amount of flow through it, I'll smoke the foil. I don't think we'd stay friends. This forge. Is it real? Not just a myth. It must have been real. And huge. Employing hundreds, maybe thousands of people. Where? I have no idea. You're the archaeologist. I need the crown back. And in one piece. Honestly, I'd rather it wasn't here. Thanks. I'll keep it safe. Thanks, my dude. How are things here? Not getting any better. Enjoy your robots, Elasra. Okie dokie. Let's fuck off. Perhaps we should leave now, mistress? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go, my dude. Leave the moon. Let's go give this back to Miari. Be ready, mistress. And so we left the surface of Elbereth. And we'll go back to Iox. We'll give this to Miari. And then we'll see what we want to do from there. I'm being nice. I'm giving Miari the shit she needs. Aboard the Nightingale. Mistress, we are receiving a message. Oh! It's from Professor Miari. Put her through. I was not awaiting permission, mistress. Aaliyah! Where are you? What do you want, Professor? This isn't a social call. I wanted to let you know we're having a celebration for Renma here at the university. You don't have to attend, but I thought I'd let you know. You want me to come? I think it might be good for your soul. And I think your soul needs all the help it can get. Wow! Come home, Aaliyah, right away. Well, I already was going to. That is all she sent, mistress. Okay. Well, we were already planning on going home. I can't keep this from Miari much longer. I'm sure she's desperate to see it. Okie dokie. Okay, Six. Take us home. I hope by the end of the game, Six has a real name. Very good, mistress. What is our destination? Back to Iox? Back to Iox. Yes, mistress. Whoosh. Renba's funeral is about to start. Sure. Let's disrupt the funeral. Sounds good. What do you think, Six? I believe they are just beginning, mistress. We're not too late then? I believe our timing to be perfect, mistress. Aaliyah, quickly. Did we get a second outfit? I was really hoping we'd get a second outfit. Miari was waiting for you to arrive. We weren't sure you really were coming. Thanks, Wang. Why would you wait for me? I will wait here, mistress. Here, you're coming with me. Why would I leave you here? I don't care if robots aren't welcome. Miari is my primary user, mistress. I fear she was clear on the issue. All right then, Six. Janiki was a great believer in the Great Loop. Do you believe in it, Huang? Of course. The loop makes sense. Does it? Okay. To be fair, Six doesn't remember being possessed. Try to keep your head bowed. Here she comes. Friends, colleagues, brothers and sisters, thank you for coming. Today we gather to recommend our brother Junichi Renba to the waters. Who's the lady? I don't recognize her. I think that's Renba's mother. I wondered if you knew her. She's from Elbereth. There's a lot of people on Elbereth, Wang. Of course. We don't all know each other. Sorry. Junichi Renba was our friend, our brother, our teacher. For some, a confidant. For others, an inspiration. He has left us too soon. But we trust he will be returned. Renba often traveled to Elbereth to see his family. It was like you in that way. In what way? Not afraid to sail. Janiki's departure is a deep loss to the university. His work here has changed our little community more than most of you may know. But in his absence, however brief, that will be truly felt. I never knew my mother. Never? I think she died when I was young. God, this tense music. I don't really know. My mother was a carpenter. She made a lot of the chairs in this place. She's pretty proud of me.
Mayari paused a moment and then emptied something out of the hourglass.
So Renba begins another journey around the loop. As we remember him, so he sails the rivers above. You gonna eat louder over there, cat? What did Mayari pour into the river? Renba's ashes. That's not possible. They don't have his body. What? Why would you say that? That's a disgusting thing to say. He can hear us, you know.
The people began to sing.
How is that a
The
disgusting thing
words
to
were
say?
weird and old.
It's true. They don't have his body.
The sound drifted up and away into the
loop
nebula.
sustains us.
Maybe Remba could hear us. Maybe not. Didn't matter. It was beautiful anyway.
I don't understand. Those that are gone will return. Those that return will depart.
The chanting died away. There were echoes. Then they were gone too.
Friends, thank you for coming. Janiki will be grateful for your support.
The people began to murmur, then to talk.
Does she even look sad to you? No, but she's not one to show her emotion in public. Good faith. Good faith. Good faith to you. You're Janiki's mother? They think he's coming back. I can't understand it. Aww. They mean well, I think. My son was one of them. In the end, he was happy here. Did you know my boy? I went looking for him when he disappeared. But no, I didn't know him. Disappeared? What do you mean? Oh, what a good girl. They told me his heart gave out. Aaliyah. I see you've met Anit. Mr. Celestra here is one of our most gifted thinkers. Please, I'd like to just spend some time with my boy. I barely saw him when he was alive. He didn't visit Elbereth? Not for years. His work was so important to him. Please. Huh. You said Renba went to Elbreth frequently. But his mother said she hasn't seen him there for years. Maybe he was going somewhere else. He always said he was going to Elbreth. Interesting. That was a lovely eulogy. It was barely sufficient. But thank you. And thank you for coming. I know you were skeptical of the Great Loop. He believed, so here I am. You would appreciate that. Well, I didn't know him. Renba was from Elbreth? Indeed. Do you think you were the only shining jewel from the mine? He worked with machines there? That was where my predecessor found him. He recognized Renba's gifts immediately. Quite a different story than your own, I'm sure you'll agree. Rude. What a bitch. Do you want the fucking crown or not? I'm here to give you the crown. I'm going back for 6. I'll see you, Aaliyah. Aaliyah. I will be in my office. Okay. I very much hope to see you. Okay. Let's go get 6. I wish there was like a sprint option, because she is very slow. Where's 6? Okay. It said a great darkness is coming. Oh, he was coming down to meet me. What did it mean? I have no idea. Master Renba did not lose his life out there without some cause. I'm starting to wonder if he actually fucking died in the first place. To be honest, we never found his actual body. Did he even die? Or... Professor Mayari used a word. Sliset. What does it mean? Aww. Why do we keep doing this to him? Six? That's like the force power off. Yeah, he didn't seem concerned when we told him he was dead, which means he already knew and didn't care, or he didn't want to tell us otherwise. Yeah. Is this because I said the word? Yeah. How about you stop saying that fucking word? What's the matter, Six? Stop saying that word. You're like force restarting him. Snap out of it. Mistress. Like, mistress, please stop. What just happened? I am unsure what you are referring to, mistress. Of course you are. I do not follow, mistress. But no matter. Aaliyah. A beautiful service, don't you think? very moving. Good faith to you. Yep, okay. We'll go find Myri now. She's up in her office, which is somewhere that I keep losing. I think it's somewhere that looks at the tree. I always think it's... yeah, it's this way. Okay. We haven't done, like, any translating today. It's making me very sad. We'll have to go talk to, Huang afterwards. I'm sure Professor Mayari will be most keen to see the crown. It's quite a find. The original crown of the Emperors of Iox. This should help convince her to let us explore more. Explore out there more. Who knows what else we might find. Oh, I guess we weren't technically allowed to be doing all the other exploring we did. Oh well. I wanted to. The end. That's how this works for me. Here's the crown. Aaliyah, I wanted to thank you for coming to the service. His mother appreciating having another Alberethian here. His mother seemed to think he died here on Iox. What did you tell her? I told her he had an accident with his equipment. I didn't tell her that her son had disappeared off-river into the depths of the nebula. She would worry for his soul, Aaliyah, if you can understand that. Of course. Except she wouldn't, because she doesn't believe in the loop. That was thoughtful of you. Thank you. It wears on me all the same. Professor's desk. Something caught your attention, Aaliyah? I'm just being curious. I'm just a snoop. Go and be curious somewhere else. Don't you want the crown? Professor. Do you know why his ship might have exploded? How his ship might have exploded? I haven't gotten to do, like, any translation today. Oh, cat. I told him to take a robot. She's attacking. There must be another cat outside. Give me a sec. What? What is out there? Chill out. Is there another kitty out there? What's up? I don't see any other kitties. Is it funny? You just need to chill out, okay? Silly kitty. Why would a roboticist travel without a robot? Good question. Renva was stubborn. Okay, continue talking. Do you want the crown or not? Here, take the fucking crown. I've brought it, Professor. Here it is, then. This is what we found on that moon. Beautiful. Do you know what it is? I'm not certain, but... I think it's the crown of the last Emperor of Iox. He took it with him when he went into hiding when Iox fell. Incredible. But... shall I tell you what it really is? Oh, I know, I think. So, what is it? You don't know? If this is the Emperor's crown, Iox would never have parted with it. I can imagine you lifting this from the ashes of the Emperor himself. And yet Renva found him, a roboticist. Embarrassing. I wonder how he did it. So, is that it? What's the matter? It's an excellent find. You've done Iox proud. What about Renba? Renba didn't find this. You did. Aaliyah, this is your moment. Off you go and enjoy it. You must have known why Renba was exploring the nebula. I did know. At first, anyway. I'm sorry I didn't tell you, Aaliyah. But... yes? You're not the easiest person to talk to. Wow. About my beliefs. They were Renba's beliefs too, you know. What did you make him do? You understand the loop, Aaliyah, even if you deny it. You understand that everything which happens will happen again. And everything which happens has happened before. What does this have to do with Renba? The fall, Aaliyah. Iox fell, Aaliyah. The Empire collapsed. Our protectorate is the Empire of old, and the fall will come again. And if we are not ready for it, we will not survive it. And Renba was investigating the fall? That's correct. That's what Renba was doing for me out there. Trying to learn how the fall will occur. And Renba found something inside one of his robots. Found what? I don't know. The robot told him something. Set him to digging up something on a moon near Elbereth. He hired laborers from the Elbereth markets to do the work. And then I heard nothing until he sent me that brooch. But the robot knew about the fall, Aaliyah. The robots know everything. The robots know, but they can't remember. Sixbearer remembers being woken. Rewoken. The robots have no memory of what came before. Before they were buried here, they were wiped clean. But I don't think a robot can truly forget. No more than a soul in the loop can be lost. The loop sustains all, Aaliyah. All. What do you want me to do? 'Cause I'm not going to just make fun of someone's beliefs. The fall is coming, Aaliyah, faster than we think. Find the observatory. Whatever it is. Find out and then come and tell me. Okie dokie. I think I'm just not feeling super great, so I think this is where I'm going to stop for today. And that was fun. Oh, I didn't get to do very much translation tonight, but we got a lot of story progress at least. I gotta figure out how I'm supposed to get the information out of that dude. Or if I can just start, like, exploring, maybe. I'll figure that out. I'll figure it out. I'll think about it. But, yeah. So, next week Ariana is streaming. I don't know what she's streaming. Who knows? We'll keep y'all updated. But, yeah. I'll see y'all later. Peace out, yo.